Hello and welcome to HouseLux Estate, your go-to channel for all things finance and real estate. We pride ourselves on offering insightful, accessible content on a wide range of topics, from property investment to personal budgeting. Our mission is to empower you with the knowledge you need to make informed financial decisions. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting your financial journey, there's something for everyone here at HouseLux Estate. In today's video, we delve into a crucial financial concept that can significantly impact your financial future: compound interest. So what exactly is compound interest? Let's break it down in the simplest terms. Imagine you have a garden and you plant a single seed. This seed represents your initial investment, also known as the principal. As time passes, this seed sprouts and grows into a tree bearing fruits. These fruits symbolize the interest earned on your principal. Now, here's where the magic of compound interest comes into play. Instead of just eating all the fruits, you decide to plant some of them back into the garden. These newly planted seeds represent the interest that you've now reinvested. Over time, these seeds also sprout and grow into trees, bearing their own fruits. This cycle continues with each generation of trees growing from the fruits of the previous one. That, in essence, is compound interest, earning interest on your interest. In the world of finance, compound interest is the process where the interest earned on a principal investment is reinvested, allowing interest to be earned on the initial amount as well as the reinvested interest. This creates a snowball effect where the total amount of your investment grows exponentially over time. Let's take a more concrete example. Say you invest $1,000 at an annual interest rate of 5%. At the end of the first year, you would have earned $50 in interest, bringing your total to $1,050. Now, in the second year, you're not just earning interest on your initial $1,000 anymore. You're also earning interest on the $50 that you earned in the first year. This process continues year after year, with each year's interest being added to the total amount that earns interest in the following year. This is why Albert Einstein famously called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, saying, "He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it." As you can see, compound interest can significantly affect the growth of your savings or investments over time. Now that we understand what compound interest is, let's explore its power. The magic of compound interest lies in its ability to snowball your money over time. It's like a small snowball rolling down a hill, gradually gathering more snow and picking up speed. Before you know it, you have a gigantic snowball at the bottom. That's the power of compound interest, and it's all thanks to the principle of reinvestment. Let's illustrate this with an example. Suppose you start with a savings account of $1,000 that earns an annual interest rate of 5%. After the first year, you earn $50 in interest, but instead of pocketing that $50, you leave it in the account. Now, in the second year, you're not just earning interest on your initial $1,000, you're earning interest on $1,050. This might not seem like a lot at first, but as the years go by, that extra interest begins to add up. After 10 years, your initial investment of $1,000 would have grown to over $1,600. And after 30 years, you'd have over $4,300, more than quadrupling your original investment. Now, imagine if you were regularly adding more money into the account, or if you were investing in something with a higher rate of return. The gains could be even more staggering. But it's important to remember that compound interest is a long-term game. It requires patience and discipline. The real gains come from letting your money grow undisturbed over a long period. That's why it's often said that the most powerful force in the universe is compound interest. And what about debts? Well, compound interest works the same way, except now, it's working against you. The longer you take to pay off your debts, the more interest you'll owe. That's why it's crucial to understand how compound interest works, whether you're saving, investing, or borrowing. Indeed, the power of compound interest is not to be underestimated. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows with compound interest. Just as compound interest can help your savings grow exponentially, it can also magnify your debts in the same way. Let's imagine you have a credit card debt and your interest rate is 18% annually. If you have a balance of $1,000 and you only pay the minimum amount each month, the interest is added to your outstanding balance. The next month, you're not just paying interest on the original $1,000, but also on the interest that was added. This is compound interest working against you, causing your debt to grow at an accelerated pace. The same principle applies to loans. If you take out a loan, the interest is added to the principal, increasing the amount you owe. Then, you're charged interest on this new higher balance, and this cycle continues until you've paid off the loan. If you're not careful, you can find yourself in a debt spiral where your debt keeps growing despite your payments. Moreover, if you're late on your payments, you might be hit with late fees, which are then added to your balance and accrue interest as well. This can make it even harder to pay off your debt and can lead to a serious financial strain. It's also important to consider the opportunity cost of compound interest. The money you're using to pay off high-interest debt could be put to better use, like investing or saving for retirement. Every dollar that goes towards interest is a dollar that's not working for you, growing your wealth. Furthermore, compound interest can also have a negative impact on your credit score. High levels of debt can lower your score, making it harder and more expensive to borrow money in the future. So, while compound interest can be a powerful tool for growing wealth, it can also amplify debts if not managed correctly. It's crucial to understand how compound interest works, both for better and for worse, to effectively manage your finances and ensure a bright financial future. So, how can you make compound interest work for you? Let's delve into some strategies that will allow you to maximize the benefits of compound interest on your savings and investments, while minimizing its negative impact on your debts and loans. Firstly, the most straightforward way to harness the power of compound interest is to start saving early and consistently. The longer your money is invested, the more time it has to grow. This is due to the snowball effect, where your earnings generate even more earnings. You're not just earning interest on your initial investment, but also on the interest that's been added to your account. Over time, this creates a compounding effect that can significantly boost your savings. Next, consider reinvesting your earnings. If you're investing in stocks or mutual funds that pay dividends, don't just pocket that cash. Reinvest it. By doing so, you're buying more shares, which can then earn more dividends, creating a cycle of compounding growth. Thirdly, make regular contributions to your savings or investment accounts. Even small, regular deposits can make a big difference over the long term, thanks to compound interest. It's not just about how much you invest, but also about how consistently you do it. Now let's talk about debt. Just as compound interest can significantly increase your savings over time, it can also escalate your debt if you're not careful. To minimize the negative impact of compound interest on your debts and loans, aim to pay more than the minimum amount due each month. By doing so, you'll decrease the principal balance faster, which in turn reduces the amount of interest that can compound. Also, be mindful of the interest rates on your loans. Higher interest rates result in more interest compounding over time. So, try to prioritize paying off high-interest debt first, and consider refinancing or consolidating your loans to secure a lower interest rate if possible. Lastly, always stay informed about your financial situation. Understand the terms and conditions of your savings accounts and loans. Actively manage your investments. Make sure you're not just letting compound interest happen to you, but that you're using it as a tool to improve your financial future. Remember, the key to successfully leveraging compound interest is understanding how it works and making informed financial decisions. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. So, arm yourself with this power and let compound interest work for you, not against you. And there you have it, a simple breakdown of compound interest. We've journeyed through its definition, exploring its undeniable power and potential pitfalls. We've seen how it's the secret ingredient that can supercharge your investments, turning small, regular savings into a substantial nest egg. Yet we've also delved into its darker side, revealing how it can magnify debts if not managed wisely. We've provided strategies to make compound interest work for you, emphasizing the importance of starting early, consistency, and choosing investments with higher rates. It's clear that understanding compound interest is not just about numbers. It's about making informed financial decisions that can significantly impact your future. So whether you're saving for a dream vacation, retirement, or just looking to grow your wealth, remember the power of compound interest. We hope you now understand how compound interest can make or break your financial future. Don't forget to subscribe to HouseLux Estate for more financial insights. Until next time, keep growing your wealth.